What's up, good people? It's your boy C. Dot. We're from Boys to Gentlemen, and we're here with another episode of Return to Honor. Real quick, if you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button right now and go ahead and click that notification so you'll be notified of all the new content that's coming out on the channel. Now, back to the measure at hand. We are going to be focusing on one of the tools to tilling the soil of an at-risk student. And one of the tools that are extremely necessary is identifying the rocks and weeds that are in the soil of the student that you are trying to prepare to be poured into. If you talk to anybody that's gardening, it's almost impossible to get any type of good production when you have soil full of weeds, soil full of rocks. It can't get what it needs, and it's often too shallow to develop those roots. So one of the biggest weeds that we experience right now with a lot of the students that we're working with is the weed of apathy. Now, here's the problem with apathy. Apathy gives a false delusional mindset of power. In my mindset, if I don't care, I can't be hurt. If you are in a situation where you don't feel like you can control anything, you don't feel like you have the power, the tools, the support to make any difference, sometimes you take that mindset of I don't care. Again, it makes it seem like you have the power. I can't be hurt. I didn't care about it, so I'm not worried about losing. A lot of times when I'm working with kids, one of the things that I experience, I run into kids that would rather never be picked up than to be picked up and dropped again. These are kids that have already experienced abandonment. These are kids that have already experienced abuse of authority. They've experienced somebody that they genuinely care about not being there for them after promising to be there. Now, the obstacle that comes with that is you may not have done that. You may have been the exact opposite, but you never had the opportunity to show them any different because the kid has already bought into this mindset of apathy. Now, how do we begin to deal with apathy? How do we begin to address some of the issues that kids are taking this mindset? One of the hardest things to do is a harsh reality that we have to recognize. Now, if you have a classroom where you do a morning activity, pose the question, what do you plan to do after 25? What do you plan to do after 21? What do you plan to do after 18? Now, you're saying what do you plan to do? But oftentimes what you'll find, I cut straight to the chase because I'm mentoring, because I'm already dealing and addressing these issues head on. I ask the question differently. I say, how many you plan to live past 25? Because unfortunately, I already know that there's a good number of kids that are coming into your classroom with the beautiful smiles and faces that literally don't expect to live past the age of 18, which almost makes it impossible for you to educate it. Think about it. If you only had 3 years to live, would you spend those 3 years with a mindset of trying to prepare for something you won't even live for? That is what we're dealing with today with a lot of the kids that we're struggling with. So what I want to pose, when you run into situations like that, it becomes very difficult, but that's why community support is so important. But finding a way for the kids to reconnect with that dreamer, finding a way to get back in empowering a kid, creating an environment where it's safe to dream again, it's safe to care, and teaching them one of the greatest tools. This is a tool not only for the students, but for the teachers as well, but teaching the tool of perseverance. It may seem difficult, but it's actually a lot easier than it may seem, simply for the standpoint, if you are struggling with something, I don't know if you've ever been in the gym before, but it can seem annoying when you got that trainer or you got that coach that's telling you, they will set you up for failure because they say, you got 5 more, Chris, come on. 4, you got 3. Oh man, 2 more. You got 1. Oh, you did that one too easy. Give me 3 more. What? I can count. You said 5. You finished those 3. Oh, you got 2 more in you. You feel like your arms are about to fall off. You feel like your legs are about to snap, and it's painful, and you're frustrated, and you're angry, and that's all you feel at that moment until you start to feel the benefits. That person was able to encourage you to do something past what your expectations were. They were able to empower you and encourage you and pour into you to the point where you had to push out of your comfort zone because that person meant well for you. They weren't telling you that you're not going to do anything. They weren't telling you that you're going to fail and do all these things. These are narratives that they're constantly hearing. But to tell them you can do something changes everything. So that is the tool that we're setting for today. Being aware that apathy is existing. That's one of the things that is the major weed in a lot of the students that you're trying to deal with. The next point that you're trying to address is connecting them back to the dreamer, encouraging them, teaching them perseverance is the only way we're really going to effectively get them past the lie and the delusion of the power of apathy. Now, if you're having any questions and you're interested in doing any consultations with me, be sure to contact me. All my contact information is here on YouTube. I'll be sure to put the information in the link. The book will be coming out hopefully the beginning of next year. We're tightening some things up and doing some case studies just to make sure we're giving y'all the best information. But I'm grateful for the opportunity. And once again, I just want to say thank you to all the educators. I got another bonus video that I'm going to kick out that's going to follow right behind this. And this one is directly for the educators. But thank y'all so much. I love you. Welcome back to the honor of educating our students.